what's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How y'all doing today? How am I doing? I feel kind of sick. I'm not feeling good today. But that's not gonna stop me. I hope everybody's feeling better than I am today. Anyway, today I would like to talk to you guys about gifts. Gifts are basically things you're provided within your own physical structure of things you can do. Right now, I can't seem to talk without sneezing, but I'll try to do that for the rest of this video. But your gifts are the things that you can do better than most other people on this planet. Whether or not it be playing sports, drawing, singing, writing, dancing, any and everything you can think of. Whatever your gift is, it is your gift and can't nobody take it away from you. Unless you go to jail. Then your gifts can be taken away from you pretty much. But there are people out there, and definitely at least a sort of religious group that I think you know who I'm talking about, who routinely takes away and rob people of their gifts. Routinely. Now this is something I have a problem with. And I believe, even though I may not believe, I do believe that if you believe in God, you should have even more of a problem with it. You should have more of a problem than I do. Because if you were given something, right? Let's say you were created, and somebody creates you and they go above and beyond and go out of their way to give you a gift to share with other people, to bring happiness and joy via your gift to other people, and to have a group take that gift away, how angry should you be? They routinely do this. I've seen it done over and over and over again. I see people battle within themselves to push down the urge to perform this gift that they know they could do. I know I could do this. I know I'd be good at this. But they're told to push that gift down unless you can use that gift to further the Watchtower Track and Bible Society. You know what I'm saying? Take your gift that you've been given and ignore it. That to me is personally disgusting. Now, if you have these gifts, right? Do you really think for a second that God would be angry with you for using the gifts he gave you? You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense to you? What if I stayed up all night building my son a toy car? I made sure I got the perfect wheels. I made sure I got the perfect windows and body for the car. I made sure it honked and everything, right? And then the next morning after I give it to him, I look at him playing with it and I say to myself, what is you do? What is your problem? Why are you rolling that car around enjoying it? What is wrong with you? Does that make any sense to you, or does that sound dumb? Somebody takes their time, energy, and effort to give you these gifts, and you take those gifts and ignore them, push them down, say some people, they even want you to believe that it's bad that you have them. It's the devil tempting you to leave Jehovah. It's the devil that blessed you with that height and athleticism and the ability to play basketball real good. He's trying to draw you away from Jehovah. Does that make any sense to you? Jehovah doesn't want you making millions of dollars and living a successful life. Does that make any sense to you? The Jehovah Witnesses do this all the time. No, you can't be a singer. Yes, your voice sounds amazing. You sound amazing. You look amazing. You're very talented. You can dance and do backflips. Oh, you're an entertainer from the day you were born. But we don't need no entertainers. We need preachers. And I find it funny that everything that you do, that you're supposed to do, that brings joy and happiness to Jehovah brings money to the organization. Everything you do as a Jehovah Witness brings money to the organization. You don't think I can prove it too? Like, well, how does praying to God bring money to the organization? I'll tell you how. If you pray to God and you believe you get answers from him, and not just any answers, the answers that the Jehovah Witnesses say they need and they get from God. When you get those answers, it deepens the brainwashing. It makes you like dig in more into the religion, not want to leave. And as long as you're in the organization, you're making money for the organization via donations or whatever else. So even praying inside the Jehovah Witness organization brings the organization money because it keeps you in. As long as you're in, you're making them money via voluntary work, donations, field service where you bring in other people's donations. Whatever you're doing, as long as you're in, you're making them money. The reason you can't miss a meeting is because every meeting you miss is a missed opportunity to drop a little something in that donation box inside of that. Every meeting you miss an opportunity to do so. Every assembly you miss, every time you're not doing what they told you to do, you're missing out on an opportunity to make them money. They don't want you to use your gifts. But it's not just even your gifts and stuff. It's just things that human beings were born with. They don't want you to use. For example, education. They're not big on education. When you were born, the first thing you did, I would even argue, you may have been your best self when you were a newborn child. You may have been the best version of yourself when you were a newborn child. Think of your first 5 years as a human being and think of your last 5 years as an adult. And you tell me what you've accomplished the most. Because your first 5 years, you learned at least one language. You learned how to walk, talk, run, and play. You were excited and learning things every single day, and you were happy to do it. It was funny. Whenever you failed at something in life, you didn't get depressed and go sit in the corner. You laughed about it and tried it again immediately. This is what you did when you were a baby. Over the last 5 years, have you done any accomplishment like that? Have you learned to walk in the last 5 years? Have you learned a new language in the last 5 years? Fluently. The reason I'm saying this is because simply, the Jehovah Witnesses ask you not to talk to anybody who's left the organization because you'll be fooled by them. Like your own instincts and things that's inside of you can't be trusted. If your instincts are so bad that a conversation can sway you to do almost anything, you wouldn't have $1 to your name if your instincts was that bad. If any and everybody could come up to you and say, hey, can I get $40, man? I'll give it back to you tomorrow. And you're like, sure, here you go. You're a swell guy. I need it back tomorrow, though. I'll see you later. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. Your instinct kicks in and say, wow, you know what? No, I'm not going to give you $40. What the hell, bro? I don't know you. I don't trust you. Your instincts protect you. You don't need no organization telling you who you can and cannot talk to, especially in these regards. Something that's so important that you risk your life with, that you're willing to throw away any and everything you have for? You trust somebody else to make those choices for you? The moment the governing body said that we are to listen to any human being without question was the moment that you should have said, no, this is not the right organization. You see, because that's not something that you should be proud of. And they tell you, be proud of it, be happy. Yes, you should be happy and proud of what you're doing right now. You should be proud that you listen to men without any problem or any pushback. You should be proud of that. No, you shouldn't be proud of that. That should be a red flag. That should be something that gives you pause, or at least cause for pause. You should be sitting there wondering, yo, what the hell are you talking about? Really? Listen to you, another human, without question? You were given these instincts for a reason. You understand me? Like, you have the instinct of knowing. If you saw a wolf outside, a wild wolf outside, you have the instincts inside of you to know not to run up and pet this damn thing. You know what I'm saying? You know it. Like, hey, look at that wild wolf over there. Let me go wrestle it. You know, you have the common sense to know not to do that. At least most of us do. And while you have that common sense, you use that common sense to keep you safe. You don't need no organization telling you who you can and cannot talk to. The only time you need that type of pushing is if somebody's trying to keep information away from you. It's not that you can't have information. It's that you get that information and you know what to do with it, and you know exactly why you got it. That's how information works, ladies and gentlemen. Once you get it, you got it. And you know exactly what to do with it. If it's true, or if it calls questions, or if it calls you to question something that you thought was true. You take that and you do research. And you find out on your own, via your own intelligence, via your own gifts, whether or not it's true. And once you know whether or not it's true, you can move accordingly in the future. Now, when people tell you not to talk or not to listen, wait a minute. Humans are one of the few creatures on this planet who have the gift of being able to communicate so deeply and so vividly. I've seen two fish talk to each other for hours. I'm pretty sure no good information got passed down. I'm pretty sure. Like, it looked like that you kept just saying, hey man, you found the door yet? Nah, I ain't found the door yet. Let me go look over here. That's what it looked like they were just saying to each other. They were all looking for the door out the fishbowl. Nobody could find it. Ha! Stupid fish. Okay, all right, back to the subject. When people tell you not to use your gifts, a red flag should go up. The gift of listening, talking, researching, and finding out things on your own without anybody else's help is a gift. And if you believe in God, it's a God-given gift. Are you really going to trust anybody who restricts those gifts? I wouldn't if I were you. You're not kind of meaning. Lightning bolt. I don't even know why I said it that time. Anyway, I'm hoping y'all having a great day. My day's going pretty good so far. And yeah, I'm going to continue this streak. I hope I feel better later. I feel better already just talking to you guys. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and I'll make more videos like this. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Holla at your guala. Deuces.